long last, Civilization 7 is finally here. Firaxis has taken bold steps in this new iteration of the franchise, introducing new mechanics while staying true to the heart of what a Civilization game looks like. But the question is, at the end of the day, when the dust settles, how good of a game is Civ 7? Hey everyone, this is Connor. Welcome to the Game House, and here is our review of Civilization 7. We'll kick off this review talking about the graphics and UI of the game. The art style of Civ 7 is beautiful. It's a great blend of Civ 5's realism, as well as Civ 6's more colorful, exaggerated style, striking a really nice balance. The game board is stunning. New hexagonal tiles look amazing when you uncover them. The mountains are beautiful, the navigable rivers are amazing looking. A lot of the wonders look incredible. Cities look sprawling and interconnected. Leaders have a great new art style to them. But at the end of the day, art is inevitably going to boil down to personal preference. But for those of us here writing this review, we tend to think this is a great direction for the franchise. The UI, on the other hand, is clunky, unintuitive, and at times outright confusing. It's very hard to get information you need, and then sometimes even when you get it, it's not presented in a way that's very clear. So UI is an absolute major issue in this game. Next, we'll talk about the music. Christopher Tin returns here delivering another fantastic main theme, Live Gloriously. The music in-game is also fantastic. Having differences in tunes with iconic sounds from each civilization is a great touch and really helps set the scene as you're building your civilization throughout a game of Civ 7. We really think here at Game House that music is one of the things that people aren't talking about with this game and one of its absolute best features. Next, let's talk about the game's multiplayer functionality. For starters, setting up a game and the way the lobby system works, in our experience, has been a nightmare. The UI makes it very complicated, and it's very difficult to figure out how to set up games, how to invite your friends, and just how to start playing the game with someone else. However, once you're in a game of multiplayer Civ 7, it feels seamless. It runs very smooth, and everything plays as it should. Our only other gripes here are that when you transition to an age, it actually takes you out of the game and back into the multiplayer lobby, which was just a bit jarring when playing. Otherwise, the profile customization is a nice touch and should help you to be rewarded for playing multiplayer in Civ 7. And last but not least is the gameplay. One of the biggest shifts to Civ 7 is the introduction of ages, which breaks the game into 3 distinct segments rather than one continuous timeline. This, on paper, is a brilliant change. It gives a sense of urgency to each phase of the game, which no Civ game previous really had. It also solidifies unique identities for each age. In the Antiquity Age, you're building the foundation of your empire. In the Exploration Age, you're exploring new seas, gathering resources, meeting other civs. And in the Modern Age, you're finally powering up your civilization and finding a way to dominate the Industrial Revolution. This is an incredible direction for the franchise, and a change that we really welcomed here at the Game House. However, moving from age to age has been a major pain point, and more often feels like a step backwards than a step forwards like it should. If this is something that can get polished, it will absolutely improve our score for this game. Another new addition to Civ 7 is the ability to play as one leader with multiple different civilizations, which we think is an absolutely incredible addition to the franchise, and one that allows for an unbelievable depth of strategy and increases replayability for Civ 7 to an immense degree. Pair this with the new memento system, which allows you to unlock upgrades as you play, and you have a game that all of a sudden it's very easy to pour thousands of hours into, which I might plan to do. All in all, Civ 7 is a bold, new direction in the Civilization franchise that took a lot of really amazing risks in adding the ages and switching up leaders to where you can play them with different civs. Now, a lot of this needs polishing. The ages need polishing, the UI has major improvements that we need to make, and multiplayer setup is frustrating. But at the end of the day, we think this is a fantastic game and give it a final score of 8 out of 10. If you'd like to hear more about how we arrived at this rating, we have a much longer breakdown on our Civ-focused channel, Civ Haus. We'd encourage you to go take a look at it. This final rating is actually a combination between 2 ratings, both mine and Rob's combined together. So again, if you want to hear us talk that out in full, be sure to head on over to Civ House and check out that longer review. But in the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this content. From our house to yours, we'll see you for one more turn.